Well, yeah, Ginger, thank you again for taking the time out of your day. I really appreciate it. Um, if you wouldn't mind, maybe just introduce yourself real quick, if that's cool. Who you are
Um,
from?
so my name's Ginger, and my house foreclosed, and I was in a situation where basically needed a lot of help,
Yeah,
and because everything just kind of came at me at once,
yeah,
and so it was uh, I didn't know about the foreclosure or the surplus when it was happening. I really thought I was in going to be super dire situation, but this really helped.
yeah.
Um,
What did when we first reached out to you, what was your initial reaction?
um, I had no idea. I just started researching. It
Hmm.
got me to look at other things. I had other companies contact me too. So I hearing at the housing uh, s- situation, I thought that I heard there's a lot of scams out, and found out this is a real deal. My daughter, funny thing, my daughter, she goes, she thought it was too good to be true. She goes, I'll see it, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
And then when it actually went through, she goes, so this is real?
Yes, it is.
And it really, it helped her a lot too, because she had, or just a lot of debt. It helped us pay debt and get caught up,
Yeah,
and just not feel like we have to stress as much and worry.
yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Um, what ultimately made you decide to move forward with us versus another company?
You guys have quick feedback, and I really appreciate that, because I was skeptical, and also seeing the contract, having something more tangible, that helped.
Yeah,
Um, and also you sent the contract back that I signed, and I appreciate that.
yep, absolutely. And
I'm trying to think everything that went through my mind was a few months back, but
yeah,
mm,
yeah, I think it took it was probably about 3, 4 months, I think, is how long it took us from when you initially signed to when you got your check.
sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty average. I wish it was faster, but with
It's the
dealing with,
court system.
yep, exactly. Dealing with government, they move at their own pace and it's not a quick one, unfortunately.
Mhm.
So that's awesome. What I'm really glad that, one, thank you for the opportunity to serve you and your family, and I hope that, it's a blessing to you guys and that it's,
It is.
helps alleviate some of that stress.
You have no idea. It's been a rough last 10 years.
Yeah.
This is like the first break
Yeah.
I've we've really had.
Yeah.
Um,
It's it's really true too. Like I've noticed too, like in my experience with the business, it's all of us are basically just one bad thing away from facing that situation as well. Like it's very rarely the result of, irresponsibility. It's because life happens to us. And I found that we're all just we're all very close to facing that same scenario that you
and
face.
after knowing that, I'm extra careful.
Yeah,
It because I know how easy it is to get in a bad situation now.
yeah, for sure.
So, so I'm trying to be wise in my decisions.
Yeah, yeah. If would you what advice would you give to someone that's maybe they've been contacted by a company like us, and they may have some funds available for them. What advice or recommendations would you give for them?
Um, I think what helped me, it was like doing the research, seeing the company, social media, see if they're established, see if check the reviews, um, get a contract, make sure it's in paper.
Yeah.
That gives you a sound mind, it helps.
Yeah.
But mostly the research online. I
Was there
think
any
so.
was there anything online that stuck out to you for our company as far as research goes? Did you visit our website at all?
I
And
did.
okay,
Um, I thought if someone's well established, they're not going to really be into scamming because they probably don't want people to follow them.
right, yeah,
And and so that's kind of what spoke out to me, that it
gotcha,
was legit. But I still was skeptical until it really happened,
yeah,
because just the last 10 years has been rough. so
yeah,
so I didn't know if I haven't had anything really good happen. So I was just skeptical for that reason.
yeah, for sure. But were you, I mean, if you don't mind, you don't have to share this if you don't feel comfortable, but what did you end up receiving from the foreclosure sale?
Over $68,000.
Wow. Yeah,
That's something that can actually get you back on your feet, you know?
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, any specifics you'd want to share is like how that's going to benefit you and your family?
Medical debt, um, it was a lot of medical issues that kind of got us in this situation.
Yeah,
Being a single mom with two kids, it just kind of felt like drowning. So this kind of pulled this up to water level, or a little over water level now. um, Maybe it's just a life changer in a lot of ways.
for sure.
Um,
Yep. That's awesome. Well, again, we're just grateful that we had the opportunity because, like I said, that's a very common response when we reach out to someone and say, hey, you may be owed some funds from this property. There's always that skepticism of, is this real? Is it legit? And that's a big reason why we don't charge anything up front for our services. Like we only get paid
oh
if
yeah,
we,
that helped too.
yeah, like we only get paid if we get the job done for you. If we can't get
Mhm.
anything back, then we get nothing. And any expenses, that's on us.
Because when you're in a foreclosure situation, you don't have any money.
Right.
So it was a great way to stepping stone sort of uh,
Yeah.
situation. I don't know if that's a good way to put it.
No, for sure. That's I just feel like that's kind of the position we've taken where it's like, hey, we shouldn't be compensated if we don't get our clients results. And that's the bottom line. So so that's why we never ask for financial info, we never ask for a credit card or anything like that. We're never going to ask for money up
Exactly.
front. It's just,
Exactly.
can we have your permission to work on your behalf is all we ask for. So
Mhm.
would you recommend someone to work with our company, with Overage Refund Specialists?
Actually, I already in the process. I have a friend that's a uh, was through visitation services. I met her, and then she's still doing that, but she also had a realtor's license,
Mhm.
and she took a notary class.
Oh,
And
nice.
then when I told her about this, I said, "Wait until I know it's legit," and I'm going to tell her it is. I
Yeah,
haven't talked to her yet. And she said, I could see that as a um, very promising with the realtor. She thought it sounded good. So you might be hearing from
okay,
someone. Her name's Sharon.
perfect. I will keep an eye out for any communications from Sharon then.
Awesome.
So awesome. Did you anything else you'd like to share? Anything about the experience or anything else you
Uh,
want to add?
well, I just hope, I'm doing this interview because I want other people to know that it is legit and that it can really help um, be a life changer and help people get out of the situations they're in. And my background is a teacher, so I have that where I want to help, but I the teaching thing, I had a really bad contract set up, and that was part of the issue too. I was like, I can't take this contract because I it was bad.
Right.
um, so yeah, I just want people to know that you guys are a legit company.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you again for just the opportunity. We really appreciate being able to work for you and serve you and your family. So thank you.
Thanks.
That's
Good
awesome.
talking to you.